Also, I wrote all my actual thoughts on an old comment that I still stand by. Also, some of the clips shown that are good are actually mine. Because my editing gets right to the point, sketches usually take things off topic. Kiwi Farm claims that I'm not bad enough to have my own forum, but they do think I'm bad enough to talk about for months on end, even over a year after I'm fired. And they've said plenty of shit. One time, they thought I had my own sock puppets. They think that Anna and Grant, aka Dashy the YTB and Talk USA 1971, are alternate accounts of me.
It's Toy Story 3 that's next, correct?
Yes, it is. It's one of my favorite movies.
Same here.
I like it. I prefer 2, but I see why others have it in the top tier.
2 is my favorite as well, but I love all 4 Toy Story movies.
My personal favorite is the first one, though the third one is my second favorite in the franchise. I even have a copy of it on Blu-ray.
According to Kiwi Farms, these 2 random people here are me, because I could totally be in my 2 neighboring states at the same time. One from Ohio, and the other New Jersey, even though I am in Pennsylvania. But the claims get even worse than that though. Apparently I'm a pedophile, the site claims in, because apparently ferrying Loud House stuff makes you a real-life pedophile. What was that from John again?
By claiming that I'm a pedophile when I'm not, gives me the ability to sue you.
You better watch out, Kiwi Farms. You might be taken down for slander. And that's not their only claim. They claim that I hate all white men or that I'm a person of color, even though I am a white trans woman. I have a rule about my takes. If they are 2022 and onwards, they are fair game. But anything 2021 and prior is not allowed. That is my rule. Because 2021 and prior, I wasn't really good at editing or reviewing. And yet, I had a couple of editing jobs. And you know that people that have hated how I edit, I still talk to, right? Like I'm friends with them. Crimson Mayhem said that my editing was shit. My girlfriend Ouija Slayer said my editing was shit. But that was years ago. Now they say that my editing is amazing. I said shit back then like saying, Bus Baby's pedophilia, you know that this is not the case, and was probably me being a dumbass listening to Joe Apocalypse. But if we're going in that regard, on that crazy train, remember when Game Grumps used to have videos with JonTron saying the N slur on the main channel from all the way back in 2012, and yet they didn't get them unlisted until June of 2020, a week after George Floyd's death? Remember when LEGO removed all their sets that had police officers on the same day? Or Paw Patrol removing the police officer's dog? Or how Twitter stopped talking about COVID and Black Lives Matter in the fall of 2020 and treated them as if the virus was over and that racism was over in 2020? I remember the past, but maybe COVID creates memory loss, despite me getting it in October/November 2020. The one that pissed me off the most was them saying, and I quote, "Too narcissistic to commit suicide. I need the attention." Oh, I see the game they're playing. If I stay alive, I'll be a narcissist forever. But if I kill myself, I'll make humanity a better place. Also, Kiwi Farms, this was towards you, not Sarah. Bad wording on my part? Sure, but wasn't meant for Sarah. My editing is good, Sarah. I stand by this. By the end of September, all was good, and no one in John Sir had any issues with me afterwards. We all talked it out, and everything was peachy keen after September 27, 2020. And no issue occurred until June 6, 2021. Well, major issue, so before you say, what about March 2021? That was not major, that was minor. This is how memory works. Oh, by the way, Sarah has infiltrated Kiwi Farm several times, to the point that the site gave him a slur. I am not going to say it for the record, because it is worse than anything that I have ever said to him. I am not a gross-ass wipe. People have legit asked why I have friends. Because apparently, random internet conversations are all that I am. And yes, Kiwi Farms go after my friends like Jenny's Secret, despite her not doing anything wrong. I'm not horny on main, my videos are my main. Why don't you just block the person that you hate? You mean you think I already didn't do that? I did, but there's more to it. There are several reasons why this is a bullshit response. Going through all of them will honestly take a couple of videos. So let's keep it relevant to here. The first is that they simply could just make a new account. My first ever cyberstalker, who ironically enough was the same person that Mr. Enter had to block and make a video on prior to this, Alicia I had to block over a dozen times. And the other is that blocking them can lead to them saying illegal shit behind your back that you won't know about. Wanna know why I don't have a public Discord server? It's because of the fact that people have used it to troll me. So you have to spend money now if you want to get to my Discord, and you have to be 18 or older. Half a year ago, some troll made 6 accounts specifically to spite me and accused me of a crime, that being the Ronnie Ann drawing. Seriously people, if the drawing in question is not based off a real person, then it is not a crime. That's why Big Mouth is allowed to exist. Though yes, the drawing wasn't even sexual, still not showing it here. I still like this one line that I said. You must have a sad, pathetic life going after controversies for me from 2.5 years ago. And I stand by that, because if it's from a long time ago and resolved, then what point is there to this pointless drama? I mean, if it was recent, that would be one thing, but it's not. People like John and my trolls have told me to get off the internet. Yes, I'm serious.
Because I'm fairly sure it slipped Rebecca's mind that being a YouTuber is optional.
I will never do that. Mostly so that I can stop these accusations, like the ones on me about Nekopan, but we'll get to her later. Now, for this Kalmadonna person, I actually was fed up with them for creating 6 accounts to try to mess with me. So when I respond to them, I decided to not give a fuck and start playing pretend and sound like a sugar-eyed 21st century cartoon girl. Can you blame me after dealing with so many trolls? This was not the first person to throw this accusation at me. But you guys are right. I'm the worst human being ever. Have you heard that my editing is shit? Even though 3 different people hired me and I got money through them in some sort of fashion. Did you hear that I'm a pedophile? Even though the person that was trying to get me to become a registered sex offender proved to be a liar and all the evidence was debunked by me when I talked about it to the police. Did you hear that I drive innocent people to suicide? Even though that I was able to debunk it in the past, even in this said video, and the person that claimed it forgave me? Oh wait, I'm not worth following because apparently no one has time for the preaching madness of the conspiracy type. Whatever that means. No, seriously, what does that even mean? And yes, Kiwi Farms Dead names me. She fails to realize that shutting the fuck up is a better course than to make an hate-ass apology. You do realize that people have always said shit on me for not speaking up, right? If someone is wrong about me, I will speak up. This is why this video here has to be made. If you Google or YouTube search my name Star Giant Production, you don't get my videos. You get videos from trolls shit-talking me with them not even having 100 subscribers. Yet often their videos that shit-talk me get more views than my current videos. I'm at over 74,000 subscribers, and often these channels don't even have 1,000 subscribers. I have flaws. I am never going to deny that. But it's kind of like that one Friendship is Magic episode, Fame and Misfortune. Heck, people actually claimed this about me in my original response, or say that I'm like the real-life Starlight Glimmer, because the Starlight Glimmer in real life would have their older brother assault you because you were trying to get your old yearbook that had a real-life dead friend. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
It's not your fault. It's every pony else's. They're just focusing on the wrong things.
I have flaws, and I have fixed them, and I'm pretty sure that I still have flaws to this day. You want to hear one of mine? I have a hard time saying no to people of all things, because I don't want to cause problems. I just want everybody to shut the fuck up and be nice. Let me ask you a real question here. What can you say that's bad about me that's not from John's video on me, or any troll video? Name me 5 things, and then we'll talk. We all make mistakes, but we can either run from them or learn from them. I choose to learn, not run. It has always bothered me when people go after my old Bad Louie Orchard videos. People requested me to make more videos on her for years. Like, yes, she's bad, but can you please move on? There are plenty of worse people out there. Also, don't make shit up on her. That's wrong. Do you think I'm a neat, like, mystic mongrel? Someone that just stays inside all day, has no life outside, and makes potshots on the internet to people that are better than yourself because you do not apply to yourself or anything? No, I am not. I have a lot of different hobbies outside of animation. I play video games. I take walks. I take care of animals. I read books. I write. I play with toys. I watch trains. I go to parties. Outside of the internet, I have a life. You want to hear a sad story? I wrote a story in 2017 called Giantess Jobs. It was on my very old DeviantArt. I left that site because it had a child pornography problem. Same reason why I deleted my Patreon. The point is, on DeviantArt, I wrote a fictional original story about a woman named Sally. I am terrible at names. Who gets turned into a giantess and has to live with 7 other giantesses to find a job in a city that giantesses and humans share together. Very few people read it, and the ones that did read it said, "This is a nice fanfiction." And that pissed me off because it is not a fanfiction. It is an original story. A fanfiction is a story of fiction based off of a real franchise. I guess I should be lucky that I got in trouble in October and not later, because if it happened to me in 2022, I probably would have rage rant about other things, like how the editor that replaced me has a creepy diaper fetish. For the record, I know I talked about Kodo before, and I actually do have PTSD on diapers for personal reasons, so it's not an attack on Koda. But I'm just saying that in the public eye, it's probably best not to display this. I am not trying to kink shame. Whatever Koda does in his free time is not my business. I just don't like how this is the one that John says is better than me. If you are wondering about the diaper thing, it has something to do with my own dog, so we'll talk about that later. I know I keep saying we'll do this later and such, but that's just how my speech pattern works. For the record, if Koda didn't have this fetish, I probably would have never mentioned him. I have a problem with the fetish, not with Kota himself. And for some reason, I never got to be a moderator on YouTube. Why did John never let me be one? Everyone else on the server got one, even those that didn't even do work for you. My friends don't like me getting depressed, and they usually encourage me to not make videos like this one, and they are right to do so. But I can't keep ignoring these claims when they too get sent death threats. My friend Crimson Mayhem was doxxed and had death threats sent to his mother. You're an asshole if you send death threats to people's parents, even towards my own mom. And yes, I'll talk about her later. I met my friends in person. Like Dashi and I met at BronyCon 2019 while in line for Rebecca Shoichet, and by some miracle I was behind Webgate. And Crimson I have talked to several times. Last year we hung out in person at least 5 times. I even took him by a family's cottage, something that most of my friends have never gone to. And Crimson has also thanked me in the past as well for defending him. You can even see me here defending him on John's harassment video. You can't find this anymore due to John blocking me on YouTube. See, when you block someone on YouTube, it blocks the public's view on the person as well as yourself. However, it doesn't remove the comment all from the user. That's why I'm able to still view my own comment. Comments and forums are one thing, but I'm pretty sure you're more interested in response videos I get on shit that I did in 2020, but the views remain 2021 and 2022. Here's a thing from Otaku's anime official making shitty views on me.
Okay, I don't forgive you. Herb, I said I'm sorry. Yeah, and I do not forgive you.
You know what your problem is? You want to think of yourself as the good guy. Well, I know you better than anyone, and I can tell you that you're not. In fact, you'd probably sleep a lot better at night if you just admitted to yourself that you're a selfish goddamn coward who takes whatever he wants and doesn't give a shit about who he hurts. That's you.
BoJack Horseman is the worst thing that humans have ever created, and more or less ruined Mr. Enter's image. I'm not a narcissist. I never abused anyone in my entire life. I never wanted to pay anyone. I never gaslit anyone. I always listen.
Please don't! Leave it alone, you guys! No, keep away!
Did you even watch my video entirely, or did you just watch the ending? By the way, people do change, John. Stop pretending that they don't.
You will like this man because I do, and I want everyone in existence to find him flawless. I said nothing of the sort.
What is this? A joke video? And they could change for the better, like me. I noticed that when people hate me, they usually don't seem to watch my videos. I mean, John Flyout told me that he's never seen any of my videos, and before you say, but this person, keep in mind, I didn't say all, just normally. And usually, people don't seem to talk about my actual right animation reviews. They go after my old bad videos, like Toganium Talks, who literally made a video called Star Giant Productions is garbage, and here's why. Quick tip, if someone comes up to you and says that they don't watch your content, don't take them seriously as a critic of your own videos. You need these people to probably watch your own content before they get judged what you're like. And yes, this applies to you, puffy-haired ghost. Some people think that I just block people that shit-talk me. If that's true, then why did I hire one of these people to edit for me? Masterpiece Official was a former editor of mine, and they were very good at their job, sometimes even better than me in the present. I really enjoyed their editing. However, they left me, I think, in either late May or early June. I have not heard from them since. They are welcome to rejoin my server and edit for me again if they want to. I saw his video shit-talking about my editing. Keep in mind, this was before John fired me, and yet I still allowed them into my Discord server to be part of my circle. And they edited videos like the Star Wars and Kids Next Door Cartoon Network 64 episodes. Even the ones that do talk about my 2022 videos, they claim to do it as a joke.
So this might just be the worst top 10 list I've ever seen. For context, I watched this in a Discord call of about 5 people, and by the end, I don't think a single one of us wasn't pissed off. Mind you, I'm not covering this video because I'm pissed off. I'm covering this video because, first watching it, it pissed me off. And that's a very notable difference.
So you watched my video in a Discord call just to specifically shit talk and make fun of me as a joke. Okay, is this commentary a joke? I just don't find this funny. I don't copy off other people for the record, I get inspired. People said I got fired for plagiarism. Ironically enough, I flunked college for that reason alone. When in reality, I was just bad at sourcing. But I got complaints about my DuckTales to DuckTales being too similar to not just Mr. Enter's Nicorama, but Doug Walker's Disney-cember. Because as we all know, only Channel Awesome has any legal right to make reviews on Disney products in December. No one else is allowed. It is against the law. Oh, by the way, Mr. Enter's Lion King review is more or less a ripoff of Nostalgia Critic's Scooby-Doo review. If you're gonna rip off the guy, don't shit-talk him in your own ripoff! And has time travel self-talk that makes no sense. There are people that do offer legit good criticism like Firebolt PT. They gave me advice that it's bad to do sketches on serious videos, and I agree. Even though I didn't really do a sketch for my original Enter response, but I can understand the mix-up. And you can see that I respected their opinion on me. When people think that I am negative towards others, they think that it means that I hate them. Or when someone criticizes me, they think that I hate them. I can have a nudge. But I'm not gonna flat out hate someone for calling me out on something. Doing it incessantly or being 100% wrong and not listening to reason is a different thing though. Like me hating Sarah's editing. It's because that 3-hour Loud House thing had bad cuts and blurs. Meanwhile, each Nicorama I had to do 3 hours back to back, as in for 21 days straight, and it made me lose my sanity. So I have every right to be mad at Sarah for gloating about getting it done fast. As we learned, speed is not a skill. Speaking of responses though, the only person that was nice enough to listen to my side that is not in my friendship circle is Ask Air. He's the only one that actually listened to both John and I's sides, and it didn't just jump on John's side like everyone else, even though the video that he made is shit and sided with John and not me, but whatever. At least Ask Air, ironically enough, asked me questions, more than any that John or his team did combined! That is a very sad statement. This is why I hate the cartoon community, by the way, because they're not a community in the slightest. Saying that their community is like saying that a group of pedophiles is a community, or the KKK being a community, or hate mobs being a community. And Ray Rants, if you're watching this, don't shit-talk me when you're under severe accusation. It's actually baffling how Rebecca thought that shit-talking and spreading lies about you was a good idea, considering she should have known that you would have had records of her activities and could talk to prove otherwise. Do you think I didn't think once that John honed any records of what I said? I'd be more surprised if he didn't. According to Grace, he said that I was a thorn in his side immediately after I was banned on the server June 6th. The reason for why I got mad was because I was NEVER told on why I was shit, or me banned. I know now, but I don't 100% agree with all the statements. Fuck, I wasn't told why I was banned and such until October 8th! And some are incorrect. Also, I never lied. I need to keep saying this because that's how truth works. Misinformed or just being wrong are two different things. It sucks that courts don't understand that, but one mind deal a day, please. Lying is when you are incorrect intentionally for some kind of sabotage or gain, and I wasn't trying to do that. Also, every claim about me comes from only two videos of mine, the old DC one and the cartoon community tier list. Despite the fact that my channel has about 200 videos. That's only 1%. Here's a pie chart on all the videos of my channel divided into categories. This is who I am. See, when people make response videos to slanderous claims, they usually end up like Sienna May.
I've done nothing wrong, I'm young.
Oh, I won't stoop that low. I definitely did a lot of stuff wrong. Seriously, Pickett Sam Smith's Young is literally the worst song ever to use for an apology video. Any song on Earth would be better. There are over 100 million songs that are better than this. See, the way that I feel about all this is what I like to call Anya Punch theory. In the anime Spy Family, there's this cute little girl that goes undercover in the school, but this one boy was being an asshole, and so she punches him in the face so she can save her friend. But because she wasn't supposed to punch him and everyone sees this in her class, they think that she's a bad person, when anyone that watches the show can know that this is a lie at face value. That's what I feel like with Enter's video on me in the public. Oh, this Rebecca person did some awful shit to a couple of people years ago. Let's assume that Rebecca has been this garbage person for all 26 years of her life. None of that, what I just said, is a joke. This is how the internet treats me. By the way, I did mention John in one of my videos while I was still editing for him. Even the premiere comments were surprised by that. Let me give you some examples. Hey Mr. Enter, what makes your critique of the Legend of Korra work?
For what it's worth, I have watched through the entire Legend of Korra series twice. And I watched through season 1 3 times.
I see. You are an avid fan of the original Avatar series, and since you watched through all of that series and its sequel series Korra and paid close clear attention to it, you were able to get through the nuts and bolts of the series and explain it in a nice relative manner. Alright then. Hey Mr. Enter, why is Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles bad?
And yeah, I hear that it gets better, but with how the beginning is, there's no reason to stick around.
I see. You say that this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles adaptation is bad because the pilot episode sucked. And you didn't even bother watching the rest of the series, when this review as a whole is supposed to be a quick overview of the series as a whole. What? This is bothersome, especially when you have months to prepare to watch one season of a show.
In this version, he's every fucking dumbass dad.
And yet you show clips of him at his finale when he gets better. And the drone response from John on this, he states, if a character has hidden depths, rule 1, foreshadow. You know, like what happens in episode 2 of the show. So either John couldn't bother to watch episode 2 of a cartoon, or he saw it and just didn't care about Splinter. And yes, I know about the editing complaints. For one, I was burnt out from everything, and honestly, I just wanted to stop, but John wanted me to continue. But two, I was not given a good enough direction because A, I rushed through this, and B, John was specific on which clips he wanted me to use. I do believe we have fixed these problems since, with the Thundercats review, which I believe is one of his better reviews. But I hate to say it, enter, you have the same problem in that regard with Louie, judging a product without seeing the product. Also, on the side note, Louie has not seen anything of Steven Universe Future, and states that she hates Steven Universe Future. I tried in my past to always make John seem relevant. I remember his 2019 Stark Raven Dad review, I would show relevant critics an episode. Like the Bart vs. Itchy and Scratchy one only came out a couple of weeks before the review. So I put those clips in, and yet he didn't see the episode for a full year. I always use the newest MLP episodes, despite him not seeing season 6 onwards, and the Thundercats Roar had the Owl House credits at the end. And the Owl House just came out around that time.
The people who made this show wanted to make an ass out of the franchise. And honestly, every frame from this show looks like they wiped theirs with it.